Hello, welcome to Sky Sweaty Record Review, episode 137, why not? The only first listen new music review show hosted by a French professor immediately after leaving the YMCA. So this week, the world is abuzz. One of the best rock bands in the world, a 5-piece, has just released demos from one of the best albums of the last 25 years. Oh, you think I'm going to talk about them? Nah! Duck Radiohead. I'm talking about Hippo. I'm talking about Bambi. Now listen, I love this album, okay? I'm going to listen to the 30 hours of demos for this. You know, I bought the deluxe Okay Not Okay box set, the whole thing, okay? I love Radiohead. They're great. And OK Computer is better than Bambi. But I've spent so much time in my life inside the Radiohead space. Inside the Radiohead headspace, you know? I've spent so much time deifying them and treating them like these geniuses that I am proposing a challenge to you. Do what I've done, which is live with this album, Bambi by Hippo. Really live with it. I mean, I started off in my initial reviews like meh, and then I listened to it because a lot of their fans liked my channel, and then I listened to their old album, and then I saw 2 of their concerts, and now this album is ingrained in my mind. And it's one of these albums in which every track matters, just like this album. Every track counts. Everything fits together. You can feel that it's an artistic work that is partly about the creation itself. And the main similarity between these two things, and the reason that these both need these demos, is that the albums are masterpieces of production. How do you take a song and do stuff to it to make it more interesting? How do you take a song with the chords as simple as Karma Police and turn it into Karma Police? That's my challenge to you. Treat Hippo with the same seriousness that you treat this. And I think you'll find it as rewarding as I have. Demos 1 is an album they just released today, Friday. I'm going to probably release it over the weekend. And it's just demos from this album. And what's great is that you really just get the bare bones. What makes a Hippo song. And it's really revelatory because almost like when you see the way that, a sculptor understands anatomy, to go through the production and hear the songs, it's excellent. Just right off the bat, there's the song Mistakes, which on the album is this introductory, intentionally thick song, this ponderous beginning. But in the demos version, it's a lot more clear. The vocal is a lot more clear. It sounds a little bit more like a Bon Iver outtake, but like Bon Iver without the pretentiousness, which I don't know how you could do that. And then it immediately goes into the song Anxious, which is, again, just a wonderful song. What's fun about this demo is that it's with a drum machine. And when you listen to the demo, each part just goes like, bup, 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 bup. But on the official version, there's so much space in between each part of the song, And it's great because you see the greatness of the song, which reinforces the fact that the album version's way better, but still you just see that this must have been what the guys came up with. They just, here's the song, here's how the parts go together, and then on top of that came the amazing production. Next comes Doubt, which is funny because I've always loved that song because of the beginning. Good guy, cheapatasa, which isn't even in the demo. He doesn't even sing those lyrics. This is the roughest of all of the demos. And part of what I want to talk about here, both with Radiohead and Hippo, is the concept of what is the value of these demos. The question is do you want to listen and hear them as far from the album version as you can, or do you want to hear them as close? Doubt is the best example of the furthest away. It's just super rough. The mix is completely off. The tension between the verse and the chorus remains, but it's just wildly different. There's this super messed up saxophone solo, which I actually really like, and then it kind of drops off at the end. A song that's become maybe my favorite on the album is a track called Bambi, and here it's almost like the actual produced version. It's just a couple cool ideas put in there. I don't know why one is so drastically different and one is not, but there you go. Why Even Try is quite interesting. It sort of comes into focus at the end of Why Even Try, where they were going with the production, but you really see how much it was saved when they put it all together. The song Think It Over is interesting because it made me realize something about the album. Something about Hippocampus. I mean, like if you see videos of them performing, the lead singer, god damn it, Jake, the Bo Burnham guy. Jake, he like always has a different haircut. And sometimes he wears a hat. And I often get the sense that he's like, sort of like trying to put his hair in front of his face, like artistically. And there are times on the album Bambi where I feel like they're through production almost trying to obscure things so that you can't see the clarity. Now I don't know if it's insecurity. Hey Toby, he's all, my dog's hungry, so I'm just gonna pull him up here. There you go. Hey, the video just got better. So I would say that Think It Over benefits the most from the clarification of the demo, because you can really hear the singing and it's clear what he's trying to say. Toby, if I just let you down, you're gonna whine and you're gonna bother everybody, all the Hippocampus fans out there. Toby, you're like a good dog, right? Good dog, cheap a toss-up. The song Golden is another song that became a lot more clear. All of a sudden, I can hear the lyrics. I didn't know after listening to the song for hundreds of times that he was talking about someone named Naomi, but he is. And then it ends with Passenger. And this is the one, okay, Toby, I want to let you down, but then don't make noise, okay? They're watching you, so don't make noise. Okay. He's making noise. The song Passenger is like, I think he's trying to do an Adam Sandler vocal. Like, I think it might be a joke album cover. Like, I think it might be, you heard him whine, right? I gotta bring him back up. Come on, Toby. You heard like he has like this Adam Sandler geepy vocals, which maybe it's just because he knows it's a demo and he's just gonna goof around and record it better later. And then towards the end, it becomes clear that they're actually going towards a more avant-garde production than they ended up going with on the album. So there you go. There's my review. I think I'm going to call it, Duck Radiohead, Hippocampus. That's a reference to Frank Booth from Blue Velvet. Duck Heineken, Pabst Blue Ribbon. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, Bambi is not as good as OK Computer, but it's in the same ballpark. So give it a shot, listen to the demos, and new music is the fountain of emotional youth. Until next time, on behalf of Toby, who I'm going to feed, see how I say his name, on behalf of Toby, I will see you later. And there's the camera.